Hey, welcome. This is a review of the Montegrappa Fortuna fountain pen. Um, Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous pen. Um, Actually, one of the most well-balanced pens, even though you notice that the cap is a little bit thicker than the pen itself. Just a really well-balanced pen. Love this pen. Great resin finish. Um, the clip has the well-known ball, which is great. Actually, this is just fantastic for sliding in and out of shirt pockets. Does a great job. Um, Engraved on the pen, right here at the band, you'll see Montegrappa, and there's nothing on the back. Okay, the end of the barrel just ends in the same black resin finish. Okay, nothing special there, but at the very top, which is kind of neat, you've got the 1912. Let's see if we can get that on here. I'll actually take the clip off here so we can see. You have 1912, which is when Montegrappa was founded, and it's nice and metal, so that's really nice. The clip on this pen is pretty tight. It doesn't come up very easy. However, if you slip it into your shirt pocket, it goes in nicely enough. I've got also a pen case, a leather pen case, and it slips right into the leather pen case easy enough and comes right out. But it certainly is not going to be very loose, so if you do have it in your shirt pocket, it's going to stay put. Very, very pretty pen. Now, it takes only like 3 turns, 1, 2, 3, to come off. And here's the other really cool part about this pen. And now, the threads here you'll see, they're not sharp at all. As a matter of fact, if you hold it around here, I feel it, but I don't feel it. They're not sharp. It's nothing noticeable. But the grip section is long enough, certainly, to where I hold it right about there anyway, so I wouldn't reach it. But even if I did want to hold it high, I'm totally comfortable holding it on those threads, so that's not a big deal. The nib is absolutely gorgeous. How about that? It has that hexagonal, those hexagonal shapes in there, I believe it is, and with the Montegrappa written or engraved in cursive on there. Fantastic. And this is a medium nib, and it does, as you see the M there, it does write as a medium fine, which I really like. And then, of course, the feed section is right there. Nice and flush. Received the pen, again, just like my Montegrappa Nero Uno. The pen wrote, the tines were aligned, everything was perfect, smooth, and it wrote right out of the box when I inked it up. This pen is like the Nero Uno, is not a piston filler. Of course, there's nothing there. This is a cartridge or a cartridge converter. It does come with a cartridge converter, just like the Nero Uno when I received that one. And if you unscrew it, now these threads are much smaller, so it takes a little bit more to unscrew, as you'll see the difference in the threads. Okay, it does come up, and this is that. It comes with a Montegrappa converter. It's a screw-in, and you'll see the Montegrappa on there. Maybe you can see that. Okay, and it is a screw-in, which is nice because then it's not going to come off. It doesn't come out. You have to unscrew it. So it is a converter, and actually it's inked up right now with Iroshizuku Asagao. So, and it is not an eyedropper, because you'll notice there is metal in there, so not a good idea to do that. And it's really not needed. The converter does hold a decent amount of ink. I think, what is it, just over a milliliter or something. Great pen. Love this pen. I was really surprised. I like the way it looked. The Fortuna, very moderately priced, and certainly the Nero Uno is a little bit more expensive, but this pen just has a nice thick feel to it. I like the fact that the cap is a little bit wider than the barrel. I do like that. I like the emblem on top. That's really neat, especially if you have it in your shirt pocket. It looks kind of cool. Um, but I really like this pen, and then I even liked it more than when I pulled it out and wrote with it. Very smooth. We'll do a quick writing sample, and you can also post it, by the way. And it's certainly very comfortable. You notice the cap does not come way off the hand. Okay, it's easily held and well balanced. Actually, I like it posted. I like it unposted. I could write with them both. Okay, even unposted, plenty fine. And I got very big hands, so definitely easy. Do a quick little writing sample just to show you how it writes. We're writing with the my writing is going to be a little sloppy because I'm writing around something. This is the Fortuna. Okay. Very smooth. I mean, absolutely incredibly smooth, the writer. And this is with a medium nib. Okay. And we'll continue on here. The ink is Hiroshizuko. And we will do a writing sample. No skips, no startup issues ever. It's a fantastic writer, even writing quickly. You know, no skips. It writes, and it writes very, very well. Very happy with the pen. Medium. Now, flexibility in the pen. No pressure. This is a Rhodia dot pad, by the way. It was a little light when I started there, so you'll notice I'm even very light now. There's nothing. And then we move up to some light to flex. You get some variation there. That's nice. Coming over here. Not a whole lot of variation, but some. Okay, actually. You'll see. There's some variation. Mild. Wetness. Great balance. I mean, not too wet and not too dry. You know, it's great. 1001, 1000, 2003, 4005. But it's good. I like the and I can write again on Rhodia dot pad, you know, this kind of paper, or I can write even on. I've tried it on some plain copy paper, you know, which isn't as nice or thick, and you know, very moderate feathering. So it wrote really well on that paper too. I was pretty surprised, but certainly writes without any feathering on a Rhodia dot pad. Great pen, very comfortable to hold, you know, very nice. I'm running low on ink, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that in the converter, so that might be why we might have some skips here. I should have actually filled it before. But I have not had any issues, and it writes fine enough. Actually, I think I am pretty much running out of ink. It writes really like that fine medium line, which I like. It's not too broad. So, you know, I'm very happy with this pen. I think it's a phenomenal pen, and if, you know, you're just getting into Montegrappa, the Fortuna is a fantastic pen to pick up. It really is. I love this pen. I love the nib design. It's a tremendous, tremendous pen. There's more if you go to montegrappa.com. You can go on the site there and read more about the pen. This is more just about the actual, getting it out of the box and using it. It comes in the same packaging, and I probably should have done that, but that's okay. Same packaging. If you go to my Nero Uno video, the packaging on this one is a little bit smaller, but the same style box with a magnetic clip. Really, really nice. I mean, it's a gorgeous pen, and this one actually does come. They have some different designs on these, which is neat. They have one with a skull imprint. They have one with dollar signs all engraved in the pen. But I went with the plain black. I liked it. It's sophisticated. It's nice. Love the way this thing writes, and it's it's definitely, you whip it out and somebody's going to ask what that is. I like the fact that Montegrappa is written in that script on there, that cursive script, and it's a substantial pen. I mean, it's not oversized by any stretch, but it's substantial, and I think it's substantial because of that cap, And I love that the almost like a little coin or the 1912 on there. I love that. It's very pretty. Very pretty pen. It's got like laurel wreaths around or underneath, actually. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't know why. Anyway, gorgeous pen. Very nice. Very smooth writer. Almost got the fine. I'm glad I didn't. I think the medium runs just nicely. And I have the fine in the Nero Uno, and that one really is a fine. But this one doesn't have any bleed through. Very mild there when I was doing the heavy flexing there on these. You see where it's darker. But other than that, there's really no bleed through to speak of. Mild bleed through on Moleskine. I've got a notebook there. There is mild bleed through. I mean, I can still write on both pages and be okay. But there will be some bleed through. Like, you'll notice it a little bit more predominantly than on something like a Rhodia dot pad. So, great pen. My recommendation, absolutely pick it up. It's just slightly less expensive than the Nero Uno. If you're wanting to try out a Montegrappa and try out a Montegrappa nib and see what it feels like and the quality, this pen is definitely worth picking up. You'll be hooked, no question. You'll probably be moving on to a Nero Uno or a more expensive pen, one of theirs. To me, it's a terrific, terrific pen. So I want to thank you for watching, and again, because I'm running out of ink, I should have inked up before, but I want to thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. We have more videos coming, debating whether, I know we have the Pelican M600, I've got the Pelican M1000 coming out video, and then also TWSBI Mini, and I can go on and on. So we have more and more coming, some Sailor pens as well. But stay tuned and subscribe so you'll be aware when they get uploaded. Typically, we'll be doing about a video or so a week. Thanks so much, and appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.